Time now for another vlog, and it's a special day because this day only happens once every 4 years. Leap day, when February gets an extra day.
Nice.
So yay! Wrapping up February 2024 on Leap Day.
Hooray for the extra day.
Yay! One extra day. And it's cold outside and cloudy.
Good. It's been warm all day. I mean, most of the days.
Yeah, it's weird because like yesterday it felt like winter again at 50 degrees. Today it's like almost 50. But prior to that, for several days, it felt like it was not winter anymore. It was like getting from like the 70s and the 80s. I think it might have even hit 90s.
It felt like it would be May.
Yeah.
Like from spring to summer, slowly but surely.
It just didn't feel right for February. Because February is usually like the coldest month of the year from my experience. Well, at least living in East Texas and Louisiana. I mean, this is the first year I've lived in Central Texas, but I can't imagine it being too much different. So it does make me concerned about what awaits us in the summer. Mm-hmm. If we've already reaching 80s and 90 in February.
Right.
But fortunately today the temperature went back to normal. So we did a few things in February. Nothing really, I guess, like groundbreaking or
like
major.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this happened or something.
Yeah, some interesting things. But overall, what would you think about February? Did you like it? Did you dislike it?
I would say it was eventful.
Okay.
We definitely did do a lot of stuff when it came to both real life and when it came to watching movies and games.
Yeah.
So I would say it was pretty eventful. It's not like other months where it's like, well, nothing happened. We didn't watch anything. We didn't do really much. We just kind of kept going.
Yeah.
Now, this was kind of eventful. Things happened.
Yeah, some things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing huge. I mean, maybe one or two things worth talking about. But for the most part, the month just flew by, just like January did.
It really did. Like, I can't believe we're already in March. Or we're going to be in March.
Yeah, we're close. Hours away.
Yeah.
So, we did watch a few films. None of them are new, but we did watch a few movie films, all of them online. So, what is it, a week ago, we were bored looking for something to watch.
A week or two already.
Yeah, and Kane had kept telling us to watch the Sonic movies, and we had yet to watch them, but then we found them for free on Prime.
And we were like, well, there's nothing to watch, and, you know, we've been meaning to watch these. We keep putting them on hold. You want to go watch them?
Yeah.
And we just said, you know, fuck it, sure, whatever. Let's just go see them. So, we saw them.
Yeah, we watched them. And overall, what did you think about Sonic 1 and 2?
I think the second one is better.
Okay.
And I just hated, like, Sonic flossing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like him just doing the emote, like, oh my god, really? But besides that, I did like some of the things about the first movie, like the whole parent and son thing going on.
Yeah.
I did like that, and one thing I didn't like is like something that you kept bringing up. It's like the whole sister hating the main guy for no reason.
Yeah, in the first movie, like
well, even in the second movie as well.
The sister-in-law of Tom is his name Tom?
I forgot his name.
Like Sheriff Tom, like he's a sheriff of this small town in Montana.
Yeah.
And his wife is a veterinarian, and they're an interracial couple. He's white, she's black. But her sister lives in San Francisco, and she absolutely hates Tom. But they never properly explain why, because, you know, Tom's a pretty good guy. They even mentioned, like, while she was in veterinary school, his wife, he was, like, working, like, 3 jobs to support them.
Yeah.
And how she wanted to support him, you know, in a move to San Francisco in order to be closer to her sister, her niece, and for him to actually, like, get on the San Francisco police force so he could actually feel like a real cop.
Right.
Because he doesn't feel like a real police officer in a small town in Montana, but I think I'd rather live in Montana than San Francisco.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be in San Francisco. I've been there once. Not my cup of tea.
But it just so happens that's where Sonic escaped to, like at the beginning of the movie. Now, we're not going to spoil anything else, but that's where Sonic has been hiding, in this small Montana town.
Yep.
Until fate, you know, happens and he gets really mad playing baseball one night. And then he lets off this energy.
Yeah, well, he's mad because he's alone.
Yeah, because he's all alone, because he's having to hide, and he lives in a cave and stuff. And, like, one crazy guy has seen Sonic, but nobody believes the crazy guy.
Yeah.
But he lets off this, like, massive energy. It obviously is detected by satellites, and the U.S. military sends in Dr. Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, to investigate. And, Dr. Robotnik's a really nice, understanding guy.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, not really.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about Dr. Robotnik, the live-action version?
I think he's okay.
Mm.
Nothing like holy crap. I just think he's good.
Yeah.
Like not the best Eggman, not the worst Eggman, but he's just good. Like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's all I can really say for Jim Carrey as Eggman. Because, I mean, who else is going to play him? That's also the thing, because I also kept thinking, like, who could be a replacement for Jim Carrey? It's like, I really can't think of anybody else who would play him.
It's interesting because when it comes to Jim Carrey's movies, or like Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, people either love it or hate it. There's no middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
And he's definitely a little bit different in the movies than what people expected Dr. Robotnik to be compared to his video game counterpart. But Dr. Robotnik is a mad scientist, hell-bent on destroying Sonic. And I feel like Jim Carrey does a pretty good job in both movies, especially the second movie of, that vision of a live-action Dr. Robotnik. And he does look more like Dr. Robotnik by the second movie with his mustache going all wild and crazy.
Yeah. But that's because of what happened in the first movie.
Yeah.
Which no spoilers.
Yeah, we're trying not to spoil anything. But overall, I felt like the Sonic movies were okay. I mean, they weren't the greatest thing ever. I think
they were, for me, like a 7 for me, the first one was a 6.
Yeah.
The second one was a 7.
Yeah. But I'm glad that they went back to the drawing board for the first movie after that disastrous first trailer came out.
It was because of the design.
Yeah, it was awful.
Sonic's design looked terrible.
Yeah. Which always made people wonder, like, was that done intentionally just to get some sort of, like, viral marketing for the movie? Whereas, like, maybe that was never going to be Sonic's look. They just did it because they knew it would set off the fan base.
Maybe, and just get the attention.
Yeah, and then it'll be good PR when the director comes out talking about, hey, we changed the look of Sonic. We made him look more like the video game version.
And then it's like, okay, well, we already had this intentionally done by the start.
Yeah, that's some 4D chess there if that's actually what they did.
Yeah, and everybody was going to be like, oh, this movie's going to be so bad.
Yeah.
And then they watched it, oh, it's not that bad. Huh.
Yeah. I still think the Super Mario Brothers movie, like from, last year, was better.
Really?
Yeah, I still think it's better than the Sonics. Of course, I grew up on Nintendo, so I guess I'm going to be a Nintendo fanboy over Sega.
I grew up on both.
Yeah.
Like, I play, like, Sonic Heroes and Sonic Rush and all these games, Sonic Rivals. Yeah. And I also play Mario. I play with both.
Okay.
And even Mario and Sonic and the Olympic Games.
Okay.
Like when then together. And, yeah, I mean, I think both are good.
Yeah.
Now, I think if I were to rate them, I would say Sonic 2, then Mario, then Sonic 1.
Wow, you actually think Sonic 2's better?
I liked it.
Okay. Well, that's fine. But, yeah, I mean, I just grew up on Nintendo. All we had were Nintendos. I mean, I had friends that had Segas. But, I had a original Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I think I had a Game Boy once and the N64. So, obviously, I'm going to gravitate towards Mario over Sonic. But I had nothing against Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I thought they were okay. I mean, we've seen far worse movies, and you have to, I guess, when it comes to a movie like that, you have to, like, pull yourself back and say, look, this is a creature from another world, a blue hedgehog that runs really, really fast that talks. Like, there's a lot of disbelief there. So any other silly nonsense that happens in these movies...
Realism's just thrown out the window.
Yeah, realism, bye-bye.
Yeah.
You just have to enjoy the ride,
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, they could have been way worse. So I'm happy to report that Sonic 1 and 2 were decent.
Yeah, they were decent.
They had their moments. Not perfect, but
decent.
They were okay. And the Knuckles miniseries is coming out on, April, I think, for Paramount Plus. So
whenever.
That I don't know if I'm going to watch. I'm sure the miniseries probably will be kind of... It's mainly just, I think, being used to flesh out Knuckles' character a little bit more.
For free?
Not free.
No, I meant, but...
Oh, before 3, yeah, because Sonic 3 is coming in December.
Yeah.
So, hopefully Sonic 3 will be up there with Sonic 1 and 2. Hopefully it'll be, I guess, a good third movie. And Jim Carrey will be back as Dr. Robotnik, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Even though I think he said he's going to be retiring.
After?
Yeah, but I think he likes being Dr. Robotnik, so... And they probably offered him a decent paycheck.
That too.
Yeah,
Go out with
that
a bang.
helps. Huh?
Go out with a bang.
Exactly. So, yeah, we watched those two. Another movie franchise we did watch, based off fictional characters, was inspired by something that happened in Fortnite. There was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles event that happened for, a week or so?
Yeah, no, like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And, yes, I did buy one of the Ninja Turtles. I bought Donatello because Donatello is my favorite. He's the genius of the bunch. And he's also funny. He's, like, both him and Michelangelo are the two funny ones.
Mm-hmm.
Raphael's the asshole. And Leonardo's the leader. And then you have Master Splinter. And so you were like, I don't know anything about Ninja Turtles. Like,
I the only thing I knew about them was just the characters' names.
yeah.
That's it. That's all I know from them, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I did used to watch like I showed you, like early 2000s.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, TMNT,
Yeah.
and I played a game or two that my cousin rented one day.
Yeah.
And that's it. All I knew was their names. Yeah. And I didn't know the lore. I didn't, and Shredder, and I know him.
Yeah, and Shredder, of course.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I know. And then they came to Fortnite, and it's like, well, I could show you a few things about TMNT.
Yeah.
And JB decided to show me the first 2 movies.
Okay.
The 90s versions.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's one thing we did do while we're flying in Florida. By the way, I forgot to mention, we were flying in Florida, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Instead of flying on the coastline, we're flying in the middle of it. Why?
I don't know. I couldn't find the coastline.
It goes down by Miami.
Well, I didn't see it.
Yeah, we should have mentioned that. But yeah, we started the flight around Miami, a.k.a. Vice City in GTA 6.
We're in Vice City.
Well,
there you go. We're in GTA 6, people. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, there you go. But anyways, I guess maybe you could head south back down to Vice City or Miami.
South?
Yeah. Head south. And what's this airplane you're flying in?
I'm flying to Raiju.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. The F-35.
Yeah, the F-35C, I think, right?
Yeah, this is the C variant.
Okay, cool.
I think. I don't remember. I think this is it. The
Yeah.
C. Yeah.
All right, so backtracking real quick. Yes, I talked Riley into watching the 90s live-action Ninja Turtle movies. And overall, what did you think of those movies?
They were alright.
Yeah.
I like them.
Okay.
Not the best thing ever. I thought they were gonna be like real shit and just gonna be like, they look so bad. Look at them. But they grew on me.
Yeah.
And I would say they're good. They're both good. Nothing too holy crap, but they're good. Like I'll give them a 7, both of them.
Yeah.
I would say the first. I'll give the first one like a 7.1.
Okay.
And then the second one a 7.
Okay.
Because the only thing I really dislike, and this like a mini spoiler, it's a 90s movie, it's old.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead.
The only thing I dislike was how easily Shredder was defeated in the first movie.
Yeah,
It's like they build him up for being this huge villain, and then he just gets destroyed in one move, Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Maul style.
well, you're kind of right, but at the same time, I disagree. But we'll talk about my opinion about that in a second. Like, this was my childhood. Like, the original animated Ninja Turtles, I love that one. I still do. I love the opening theme. I think it's way better than that 2000 theme that we watched.
The 2000 theme is only good if you listen to it once.
Yeah. It's not
And then
I
that's
think
it.
once was more than enough for me. It doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't slap as hard as the like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Hero in a Half Shell, Turtle Power.
No, I like that one
Instead of
better.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's so stupid.
1,
But-
2, 3, 4, turtle.
But yeah, I mean, looking backward today, yeah, the I guess the design of the Ninja Turtles back then, there was no CGI, so they had to actually build puppet,
Yeah.
suits, right, for actual like I guess martial artists to wear because they had martial artists wearing the suits.
That must have been so hard.
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, they probably weren't paid enough for what they did, but I thought for the time, amazing. I think it was also done by the Jim Henson Company, and it was actually a tribute in Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze to Jim Henson, who had passed away around that time, sadly. His company has carried on, but for the time, they looked really good. But if you just look at photos of them, like the photos don't really do justice of the suits,
Yeah.
in live action. But since then, we've had the CGI Michael Bay films. The first one I heard sucked. I heard the second one actually was pretty decent.
I haven't seen them.
Out of the Shadows. But the problem is, if the first one sucked, then less people are going to want to go watch the second one, But I do feel like my favorite is still the very first live-action Ninja Turtles movie because it was much darker tone. I mean, there were some lighthearted moments, but it was a darker theme than the second movie. The second movie kind of went a little over the top with the ooze, a little silly with Tokka and Razor. But we're going back to Shredder. Yeah. I mean, Splinter defeats him in a quick, easy move at the end. But before that, he did kick the crap out of the Turtles.
True.
Like, he beat the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, but the thing is that Shredder should be at full power because he didn't even break a sweat.
Well, I know. But it was Shredder's anger that got the better of him. Because he was about to kill Leonardo. And then all of a sudden, Shredder shows up on the roof, taunting him. Calling him out like, "Hey, I remember you. You're a Rokosaki. You killed my master," when he was just a normal rat. And then, like, Rat Shredder, scarred, like the rat scarred Rokosaki, and then
Splinter.
Yeah, Splinter did. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, you said Rat Shredder.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the rat's like shredded Shredder.
Shredded Shredder.
When he was just a rat before he got hit by the ooze later on.
Yeah.
Anyways, it pissed off Shredder, and Shredder charges towards him, and, well, Splinter has the nunchucks, right? Mm-hmm. And he uses the nunchucks to whirl around the pike that Shredder was using and like, basically tosses him off the roof.
Yeah.
So it was a quick move, kind of like Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul in Rebels. It was a quick move, and the fight was over right when it began, Mm-hmm. But it was Shredder's anger that was his undoing right there. So, I mean, on one hand, I see your point. But on the other hand, he did spend it was obvious that they had been fighting Shredder for probably a quick minute, just getting their ass stomped. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm glad that you at least gave the 2 live-action Ninja Turtle movies from the 90s a chance. And I'm glad you enjoyed them to some degree.
Yeah. I'm on the coastline.
Oh, cool. But then Riley decided to try and turn me on to the 2000s Ninja Turtle series on Paramount Plus. Now, if you take away the intro, which I hate, it's decent from the episodes we have watched.
Yeah, it gets better.
Okay.
From what I've heard.
And I would like very much to continue watching it, but there's an issue that was annoying both of us. The fact that even though you're paying for this service, right? Yeah. Paramount Plus,
yeah.
Or
Disney Plus, too.
Yeah, Disney Plus as well. That happened to us when we were watching Bad Batch. You still have to sit through commercials.
Even if you pay for it.
Yeah, and it's also the consistency of the commercials. Like, it's really bad for Ninja Turtles 2000 or whatever the name of the series.
It's basically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or 2003.
Okay, the 2003 series. And it just got annoying.
Yeah, it's a good show, but the problem is that every 6 minutes or 7 minutes, you have to sit through a minute and a half of commercials.
Which is bullshit.
It's like, just let us watch it. And if we're paying for your service, you should let us watch it. It's like, no, if you want no commercials, you got to pay an extra hefty fine.
Yeah, it should be a major turn off.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, if you want to watch this, I mean, I guess you do, you can watch the whole thing without commercials, but we don't want to pay more.
Yeah, I mean,
especially when you have bazillions of other services.
I hate how deceptive this is. Like, it'll be one thing if you could watch Paramount Plus and these other streaming services for free, but you had to endure the level of commercials that we had to endure.
Exactly.
But that's on top of the fact that we're already paying, I guess, the lower tier, $6 or $7 a month.
Yeah.
Which is totally bullshit.
It's the same thing with Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly. They both have that. They're both greedy as hell.
Yeah, and the worst part is, here's the problem. It's fine, but there's too many services.
Yeah, there is.
So when you count all that, it adds up.
Yeah.
It all adds up. So, if it was just one and we didn't have to wait any commercial, okay, you're already paying for it, so here you go. You can have all this with no commercials. Mm-hmm. But if you're not paying for it, then it's like, okay, well, you have to endure at least commercials every once in a while.
So I'm willing to go back into the 2003 series, but if I do, I'm going to have no choice but to bump up the pay. It's extortion.
I hate it too. It's just
because I don't want to sit through those fucking commercials. I really
annoying.
Don't.
Yeah, what I usually do is just basically just mute it.
Yeah.
Okay, commercial time. Let's mute it.
But
But it ruins the flow of the show, too.
It does.
It really does.
And it feels like there's too many commercial breaks in, what, a 20-minute episode.
It's like, it's like, what is it, like 1, 2, 3, and then...
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like 4 commercials, so it's like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
And then like 20 minutes of show.
Yeah. It's funny because I used to have the CW apps to watch the old Arrowverse shows. You know, all those cheesy CW DC shows. Like, Arrow was good at one time, and the first season of Flash was good. But I would also, like, for Guilty
Are you talking about, like, live action?
Yeah, the live actions. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and, like, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. And the app was free, but you had to watch those shows with commercials.
Yeah.
But I was willing to watch Black Lightning with the commercials on the app at my leisure because, you know, I wasn't paying for the app. So, okay, cool. I'm willing to sit here and endure the commercials for these cheesy CWDC shows before I got tired of watching them.
Right.
But you expect me to do both, which is bullshit. So if we do decide to binge through 2003 Turtles, I guess for temporary, I will throw them a few more shekels just so we can get through the rest of the series. Like, how many seasons are there?
Like 5, 6.
Okay, so maybe like a month, maybe like a.
But also, while we're doing that, we might as well take advantage of whatever else we can find.
Yeah, true. I mean, there is also going to be the Knuckles
Super series.
Yeah.
When is that coming out?
April, his miniseries. Yeah.
Okay, so you might as well take advantage then.
So we'll do it then, and then that way we can watch Knuckles commercial free and binge through Turtles 2003.
Yeah.
And then once that's over, if there's nothing else to watch on Paramount Plus, and the only reason why I got Paramount Plus was to watch season 3 of Picard. The first 2 seasons of Star Trek Picard sucked, but the third one was actually good. It felt like it actually paid homage to the Next Generation series. And for the first season of the new Frasier series. And good news, I think that it's getting a second season. So I'm happy about that personally. But everything else on Paramount Plus, I don't think I really care about.
Right. I think it has Detective Pikachu. I still want to watch that.
Okay. Well,
I know you don't, but I do.
I'll watch it with you. It's fine. I can endure it.
Because you're not the biggest Pokemon fan. It does have... I think Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, so that might be worth watching. So there's that.
You know he's going to say something shitty and funny.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like these streaming services are getting out of control, and I hope eventually it does get to the point where people say enough is enough.
Yeah.
And I do hear stories about how a lot of these streaming services are hurting right now financially.
Well, because it's too expensive.
Yeah. And they're doing this crap. Like, either A, you allow us to watch shit with a paid subscription service, or B, you let us watch it for free with the commercials. Like, don't do this tier bullshit. But they'll keep doing it as long as they get away with it, sadly.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're just as guilty of it, but...
Well, because we have no choice. I mean, you could endure it. Well, we won't buy it then.
Yeah.
But there's just so many people that will.
Exactly.
That just you alone.
Yeah.
Won't do a difference. Like, okay, well.
Yeah, and at the end,
to be you then.
I agree. And at the end of the day, it is sadly cheaper to do it this way, to binge through an entire series, than just go out and buy it.
Yeah.
Because I have quite a few series on DVD and Blu-ray, and believe me, I spent way more for those. But the physical copy is a good long-term investment, though.
Mm-hmm.
So there are definitely shows and movies that I have on Blu-ray and DVD that I've decided to keep. I mean, originally I was going to sell them on eBay, but since there's such a pushback against digital now, and a lot more people are talking about holding on and preserving physical content, I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to just haul them up here along with my racks and put them in my office. At least it'll make the office feel like...
Yeah, you can have something on the wall there.
It won't feel so empty anymore.
Yeah.
But other than that, hopefully we'll get through Turtles 2003. Some other shows, Bad Batch Season 3 over on Disney+.
Again, it's pretty good.
It's better than Season 2.
It's better than... Yeah. Yeah, I will say that.
Yeah, 4 episodes in, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely... what is it? Like, keeps you in your seat or something?
Yeah.
Because you want to know what happens next. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
It's not like Season 2 where everything was just a fetch quest and that was the strategy.
I think they realized the mistakes they made in Season 2 because they had too much of that in the first half of the season.
Yeah, it felt like 90% of it was filler.
And by the time Season 2 started turning around, it felt like it was almost too little too late because it did get good in the final few episodes.
Reminds me of 2042.
Yeah, and the good news is it's basically picked up like where that when the train finally got going at full speed, it's still going, and it's gotten dark. We're learning more about Dr. Hemlock and what he's doing.
Yeah,
and honestly, I have grown to like Omega a little bit more.
Yeah,
I feel like her time, well, it's a small spoiler, where she's been, has matured her a little bit. And I think that's good. Mm-hmm. And I do like the chemistry between her and Crosshair.
Yeah,
a lot of other people are saying that too.
Yeah, they do work together.
Yeah.
But I wonder how they're all going to work together now that they're in the newest episode. Well,
I guess we'll find out. But anyways.
But, yeah, I'm liking Bad Batch. It still sucks about the 90-second commercials.
Yeah.
Because it's the same amount as Paramount Plus. It's like every 5-6 minutes you have to deal with a commercial.
I feel like it's a little bit better on Disney Plus.
It's the same amount of time.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Maybe the commercials are better on Disney Plus.
I mute them anyways. So I don't care.
Maybe you're right.
It's a minute and 30 seconds because I counted them every time.
Okay.
And I was paying full attention to that.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
And it's the same thing as Paramount.
Yeah, so I guess we're back in, outside of Alice City?
I don't know.
Miami. I think this is Miami. I think that is.
Or somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. We got exclusive early access to GTA 6, yo.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I can imagine people doing that, though.
Is this GTA 6?
Making fake GTA 6 videos using Flight Sim.
Yeah, just removing the HUD.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wonder if we could remove the HUD.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, what else have we been watching? Oh yeah, I turned you on to another series. We'll slowly work our way through when you're in the mood to watch it. Now, I did try to get her into Batman the Animated Series, which obviously I absolutely love, but she didn't really care for it. But that's fine.
Oh, that's fine. That's such a defeated
tone. But she's also a Teen Titans fan, which is also part of the DC Animated Universe. So it began with Batman the Animated Series. So I'm just saying. But
I prefer hanging out with Beast Boy and Cyborg and Starfire and Raven.
We'll teach them.
And Robin.
Okay.
Batman is just Batman. He's just a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. What are you talking about?
Bat guy.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant, nerd.
Okay. But anyways, we are watching the first season of Superman the Animated Series because it's, in my opinion, the best way to get into the Superman genre, to learn more about Superman. I feel like they did a great job with Superman in that series, better than almost any other thing. Except for the comics, okay? Except for the comics. And a lot of people don't want to read the comics. They'd rather watch movies or watch a TV series like Superman the Animated Series. So we watched the first 3 episodes. So what do you think about it after the first 3 episodes?
It's cheesy. It's very cheesy.
Okay. Well, it's the 90s, but... Okay.
Yeah, that's why. It's very cheesy. Yeah. It's 90s sound effects and everything.
Okay.
And I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, it doesn't blow me out of my seat, though. It's just okay, which is why I guess I haven't seen so much of it, because it's just there.
Well, I mean, it's just gotten started. It has taken the time to establish Krypton, what happens to Krypton, and Brainiac, and Kal-El, Clark, Superman, and his first time in Metropolis, and Lois and Lex Luthor.
Right. I think we're stuck in the part where Brainiac took over a ship or something, and then he just kind of escapes.
Yeah, Brainiac has taken over an alien ship, and obviously
that's where we're stuck at the moment.
Yeah, Brainiac is not going to be a problem throughout the series. Not at all.
Nope.
No. And neither is Lex.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Besides that, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we all know that he's going to kill the Justice League anyway.
Very funny. Okay, freaking Suicide Squad trash game. I'm glad that game is bombing, by the way.
It has less than 1,000 players.
Oh, what a shame.
Wouldn't surprise me if they release them and then just destroy the servers.
Oh, well. But I just, it's sad because as a DC fan, it does hurt. Because there was a time when they made decent content.
Yeah, and now it's live service.
And Warner Bros. Became so freaking greedy, wanted to make all their games live service, even with studios that shouldn't have been making live service games.
Yeah.
Rocksteady had some amazing Batman games. And I was totally fine with them moving on from Batman. to another character. Like,
they moved on from Batman, all right.
Well, I know that. My point is another single-player comic book character like Superman. But the direction they went, well, I hate to say this, I feel like Rocksteady might not survive this, sadly. And that's going to mean a lot of people that lose their jobs at Rocksteady. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But, at the end of the day, Warner Brothers only has themselves to blame.
Yeah, that's on them. They should have just made it a single-player game.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't even know if it would have been good.
No, I don't.
Because, for example, right now, they have the whole thing where literally if you want to play Kill the Justice League, literally all you got to do is play single player because all the other players are going to be bots.
Yeah, because not enough people are playing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess if they focused from the beginning into making it a single player game, I don't know if it would have changed.
I did not want a Suicide Squad game. I wanted a Superman game. And that's what they were hinting at in Arkham Knight. There were several hints towards a potential Superman game. Metropolis was alluded to, Lex Luthor was alluded to, and that's what a lot of us were hoping for. But at the end of the day, we get crappy Suicide Squad. I'm sick and tired of these so-called villains turned anti-heroes or heroes.
That's the norm now.
Villains are supposed to be villains, and heroes are supposed to be heroes. But whatever. If Rocksteady gets one more chance, I hope they go back to what worked. But several people that were part of Rocksteady that made those Arkham games amazing have left. So I just don't know. I feel like it's Rocksteady in name only.
The future's not looking bright.
But other than Superman animated series and those other shows, I think the only stuff we've been watching is just content and streams off YouTube and Twitch as usual.
Yeah, Smagold, other creators.
Yeah.
Think Before You Sleep.
Yeah. And you've been watching some Dead by Daylight content creators that like to point out the BS and nonsense.
Oh yeah, the toxic TTVs.
Yeah, she despises TTVs.
Yeah, I really do. I hate TTVs. In if I see somebody with YT or TTV in your name, you're no.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna work. Yeah. It's just that they're so sweaty.
Yeah. Or
so toxic, one or the other.
It seems to be the case.
Yeah, there's occasionally the one wholesome, TTV or YT, but it's like the whole reputation of it, where it's just like, okay, it's a fucking TTV, I have to deal with this shit. Yeah. It could be the nicest person on earth, but it's just like, one bad apple ruins the bunch of I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know the quote, but something like that. And it's just like, okay, great, another TTV I have to deal with. So whenever I see a TTV, I just bring the most toxic build ever and just... I'll stream snipe if I have to.
Wow.
I'll admit it. I will. If I see a TTV, I'm gonna assume you're a fucking sweat, and you're gonna just. I'm gonna have everything to my advantage. I'm gonna just tunnel you out.
Okay.
Because I just hate TTVs.
I just feel like action equals reaction here. Like, two wrongs don't make a right, but whatever.
Well, I'm gonna say you one thing.
What?
If you have TTV in your name, that means you want to be searched up. You want people to know who you are.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say this: if you want TTV. Don't be surprised if people show up to your stream and either say hi or be toxic or take advantage by stream sniping. You put yourself out there, you have to take the TTV name with the consequences.
Okay.
Hence why I don't put TTV or YT in my name. Or you could just have a personality, that comes with, just out there.
Yeah.
You could just have a personality and the audience will come. You don't have to put TTV or YT in your name.
Unfortunately, a lot of them do.
Well, if you do, you gotta expect the consequences of it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, just usual content from YouTube and Twitch. That when we each have lots of stuff we watch that the other doesn't watch, and then we have some stuff we like to watch together, like the camera dash stuff.
Oh, dash cam. Yeah.
Dash cam, yeah. So all the more reason why we now have dash cams.
Yeah, that's also. I don't think we talked about it last time, but we bought dash cams.
Yeah, if you go over to my political channel, I have used some dash cam B-roll. Because I like to use some of it, not all of it, for videos over there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, especially since we live in hill country and it's pretty nice to drive around.
Mm-hmm. It's scenic.
Yeah. Plus, we got our cars washed the other day, so both our windshields are nice and clean now.
Now you can see out of it pretty nicely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took the longest time to get that going because it's one of those things that you say, oh, let's do it. And then it just keeps going and going and going. It's been a week or two. We haven't done it yet.
Yeah, plus, it's been winter time.
It's been winter time, too. Yeah. But we finally did it.
Yeah.
And that's something I was just nagging GB about. Hey, GB, let's clean the vehicles.
Yeah.
And then we just decided, okay, fine, let's go do it. So we did it.
Let's do it.
Yep.
So we got the vehicles washed, vacuumed, so that was good. And, oh yeah, you wanted to talk about Rip Vacky, our robot vacuum.
Yeah, she's dead.
For now.
For now. It's just, I keep cleaning her. I clean the filters, I clean her wheels, and she's still, something is stuck under me, and I just don't know what it is. So
Yeah.
I decided to open everything about her, and for some reason, I just can't get Vacky to work. So there's only one last choice. We gotta get like the little...
Yeah, there's like a star, like screwdriver that we have to get.
Open that and see under the actual wheels, the two wheels.
Yeah.
Or just send her back and get a new one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the worst case scenario is that we have to send her back to the manufacturer and say, hey, there's something wrong with your vacuum. Could you please fix it for us? But, I mean, Vacky has been good to us.
It's just that we put her to work on a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of dirt that was inside the house that, was stacking up.
Yeah.
And I think that just got to her.
Maybe.
Because it was a quick minute before we cleaned, and we sent her to do that, which was stupid.
Yeah.
And it was dumb.
Well, that's just the thing. We both get so busy doing stuff that days just go by. It's kind of like we don't really think about it. Like, oh, maybe we should vacuum this week.
Yeah, and then you're like, yeah, let's go do it. It's like for me and mopping. I still haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
It's like you want to do it, but then there's part of you like, ugh, I'd rather be doing...
Or else something comes up and you just get distracted, and before you know it, the day's already done.
Yeah.
But that's
just it's also the whining part, like...
Yeah.
Like, do I really have to? Like,
yeah.
Do I really want to mop? It's like, yes, you do. You have to mop. The floor's dirty. Look at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I don't wanna. I want to play games and I want to watch TV.
Gaming.
And it's like, you gotta do it. It's like, fine. And then eventually you get to it after all the constant whining.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't take that long. Like, by the time you're done whining, you could have at least cleaned like 1/3 of the house.
True.
But we just do it. It's just people don't like responsibility.
Well, I think it just comes down to being in the mood. And you have to be in that right mood to do it.
That too. When you're just like, okay, I'm pumped. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's grab the mop and let's get to work.
Yeah.
And something like that.
Exactly.
But for the most part, like when it comes to cleaning, I mean, I like to clean, but it's a mood thing.
I agree.
That's just it.
Yeah. But, I mean, when it comes to Vacky, hopefully we'll get the proper screwdriver. Because I have like a set of flatheads and, Phillips. Mm-hmm. But obviously those are not going to work to open up the part you need opened up for a Vacky. So next time we're near like Home Depot, we'll pick up it. It's probably not that expensive.
No, it's probably
and it's good to have another addition to our growing tool set anyways.
Yeah, you need it.
You never know when we may need it in the future.
That's right.
But hopefully we're able to sort out what's going on with Vacky and get her back to work because, we kind of like Vacky.
Yeah, she's cool.
She hasn't plotted to kill us yet.
Yeah, eventually she will.
Now, as long as we treat her nice, maybe she'll spare us. During the AI robot uprising in a few decades from now.
Well, considering she's dead right now.
But we're trying to save her, so she has to remember that.
Yeah.
We haven't bashed her into a million pieces. We haven't thrown her out in the garbage. We've been trying to save her.
Yep. I did everything I could. I cleaned the filters. Yeah. I removed all her parts to clean them parts. And I've removed all the hair, all the dirt. I don't know what else to do. Yeah. So it has to be under her wheels. Because I genuinely don't know what else it could be.
Yeah. So when the singularity finally does happen, and sooner rather than later...
The singularity.
Just remember AI's hashtag not all humans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some humans.
Like Detroit Become Human. Some of those humans were decent to you. Just don't wipe us all out.
Yeah. I wonder how that would be. I know I've said this before.
We're heading towards that.
No, but I wonder how that would be if I actually got an AI to play Detroit Become Human. I wonder how that would go. Like, what would they do?
They would probably... I don't
because you play all 3 characters. All 3 of them are androids.
Yeah.
So I wonder what an AI would do if they were to play Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that would go.
That would be interesting.
That is something I genuinely want to see.
Yeah.
An AI playing Detroit.
I think I came across something earlier on social media about how like scientists were testing some AIs, and they were like in scenarios they were constantly launching wars.
What?
Yeah, or something. I didn't have a chance to read through the article.
In order to save the world, we must make sacrifices.
So I'm kind of concerned about all this AI, because now we have that open AI, Sora, right? And
I don't know.
that stuff that you can just prompt it up, and then it creates like a quick a video.
Oh, damn! Yeah.
That amazing AI video that almost looks realistic, like a cat or like the old Western, like California town during the gold rush. They just use photos off the internet to make it, and it's amazing and terrifying at the same time. So we've got AI art getting better, and we also got the AI music, because you like to listen to some AI music, like
Handkill Country Road.
How many other
or the Toads?
Yeah, God, oh my God, the Toad AI music you were playing the other day. Oh, nightmare fuel.
It's not nightmare, it's amazing.
Yeah, Toad from Super Mario Brothers, by the way. She came across several songs that somebody put up AI Toad songs. YMCA, Country Roads, what was it? Some of the other ones?
Don't Stop Believing.
God, it's really
so good.
No, it's not.
It's amazing.
It's not.
Oh, you're just a hater.
It makes your ears bleed. That's how bad it is.
No, it's not. And you're lucky I didn't play with headphones. Wow.
But like the Arthur Morgan Country Roads AI, that sounded really good. And a few others that we've heard, it's scary how good it's gotten.
Yeah.
But that's a concern, I think.
Mm-hmm.
AI is, I think, starting to get out of control. It's that ball that's rolling down the hill that we are trying to hold on to, but it keeps getting a little further and further away from our grasp. And I think now it's at that point where it's too late.
It's gonna become self-aware.
It's too late. I think it's too late. I think the box has been opened.
Pandora's box.
Our only hope is that somehow
it's Tower.
AI doesn't decide to wipe us out when the time comes.
Just remember, I wanted the good people.
Yeah, just
don't kill me.
When we do end up getting our own personal robots, be nice to them. Don't be too mean to them. I know some out there will.
Yeah, some out there will. Like stupid piece of junk.
Yeah.
And then they kick it or hit it.
If we ever get one of those, we're gonna be nice to it.
Yep.
And that way, hopefully, it won't kill us.
Yep.
He'll tell his friends, "Wait, these humans are okay. They've always treated me right."
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. So what else has happened? We went to go get some haircuts. So finally, got that cut. I'm glad because my hair was getting out of control. Also got an eyebrows trimmed, or eyebrows. Yeah, eyebrows, not earbrows. Eyebrows trimmed. Mm-hmm. I went to the dentist, so I did that. So my teeth are doing okay. But, the usual cleaning, so the hygienist is always, like, asking me questions and stuff and, doing the typical dentist stuff. And I think the worst part, I'm used to kind of, like, the little pain that happens when they're cleaning. It's just, like, the having to keep your jaw open because it starts to hurt after a while. Mm-hmm. And then while I was laying in bed last night before I passed out, I started kind of feeling, like, remnants of the pain from all the time she was poking me and stuff in my teeth, but... she did a good job, and I happen to really like my dentist. It happens to be one of my sisters and brother-in-laws, so pretty good dentist. So, yeah. What else? Oh, yeah, the old house in Louisiana. I'm about to sell it, finally. So I put that on the market in October. Before that, I had my uncle, who's my contractor, have a team, like a painter, my cousin who's an electrician, and my AC guy. Over the summer, they were doing work on the house, additional stuff that needed to be done before I could put it on market. Mm-hmm. And so October put it on the market, and it happened to be the same week my grandfather passed away, so I went back up to Louisiana for the funeral, and I was able to actually go into my old house after Papa's funeral and just take some photos of the house and see what work my uncle had done, and they did a great job. And I had hoped that the house was going to sell a lot sooner, but it didn't. October, November, December, January. So, I had to lower the price a little bit from the original price. But eventually I found somebody that was very, very interested in my home. Mm-hmm. So the past few weeks it's just been going through like the motions, like a home inspector going out to the house. You know, they give us a list of things that need to be repaired. So I talked to it over with my uncle, my contractor, and him and some others went out like a week ago to fix everything that needed to be fixed. So the buyer's happy, and we're now in the process of the final stages. So hopefully next week, all that final paperwork on closing will get done. You know, she'll have a new home, which she's obsessed with. And that's how I felt when I first bought that house a long time ago.
You were obsessed with it?
Yeah, I loved it. I was looking for a house to live because I was tired of living in that apartment. And I just wasn't happy with the houses I was seeing, but I wanted to live in that specific area in Shreveport. Mm-hmm. And I just happened to pass by that house one day, and I just fell in love with it.
This is it. This is it right here.
That's the house I wanted.
Yep.
And I'm glad that the new owner feels that same way, because it is a special house. I do like that house. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna miss it. I've grown to really like this house too.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I love the design of it.
Yeah. I especially like the balcony. Mm-hmm. I do love sitting on my balcony, especially when the weather is agreeable.
Yeah.
And
it has its pros.
It does. I mean, it does. I mean, I like living in hill country, but there are things I do miss about the old town in North Louisiana. But yeah, I will miss the old house. But it's nice that chapter is almost done. You know, it means I get paid for that house. It means that after I get everything squared away, no more monthly bills for the house.
Which is a big plus.
Yeah, no more taxes on the house. No more insurance. That's one less thing.
That's the big thing, because obviously you don't want to pay for stuff you're not even using.
Exactly.
That's the big plus.
Yeah, and I can't just switch all that stuff off because, you know, my agent was having people come into the house, you know, and like a week ago, like my uncle obviously needed electricity to do work in the house with people that were going in to do repair work. So you kind of have to keep that stuff on, even if you're not living there anymore. You know, choice. Even if it's like you're still getting billed for that stuff by the utilities, even if it is low when it comes to the amount that's being billed. But fortunately, that chapter is almost over.
It's over.
And a new chapter for Riley is about to begin because we got some good news yesterday, didn't we? Finally.
Yes. Finally got an email.
Yep.
For flight school.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I finally made my account.
Yep.
So I was setting that up yesterday.
Yep.
And all we got to do is just pay and get started.
Yep. Get all the things you need.
Whenever. Yeah, I got all the things I need. I still cannot fly solo.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be a while anyways.
Yeah, it's going to be a while anyways. But I still cannot fly solo because of the whole medical thing.
Yeah.
Which eventually we'll get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I genuinely cannot wait to get started. And it's just a matter of time now. I mean, they didn't give me a schedule. They said they'll contact me soon.
Okay.
So, I mean, you read the message.
Yeah, I read it.
So, they said they'll contact me soon. And it's just, again, waiting.
Yeah, the waiting.
It's just waiting. But it's so weird how I was just complaining about it a few days ago, and they just contacted me, like, literally yesterday.
Yeah, because it was weeks since you filled out all that paperwork and submitted it.
I filled everything. It's just, like, what else do you want me to do? Is that completed? I constantly check multiple times just to make sure, okay, did it say completed? Did it say sent? Did it say everything good to go? Oh, yes, it did. Okay. And it was just a matter of waiting. But luckily for me, they finally got back to me.
Yeah.
And now it's just a matter of waiting again. It's just more waiting. But yeah, at least it's confirmed that I can finally get started on it.
Yeah. Good news.
Yeah. It's basically like, okay, we'll get to you and you can get started. What I generally cannot wait is to actually meet them. Yeah. And then they can tell me everything. Okay, so here's what you got to do. You got to do this, and this. And I'm going to be like, yeah, okay. Let me just type it down or memorize it in my head. Or one or the other. But obviously, it's way better when somebody tells you what to actually do.
Yeah.
Than reading it in a book.
I agree.
Because a book will be like, oh, yeah, sure. But a book doesn't prepare you for interactions. Yes and no. Kinda. It's better when a person tells you, okay, this is how it's going to go down. Yeah. This is how it's going to happen.
Walking you through it.
Yeah, walking you through it. See, a book, like, tells you, but when somebody speaks to you, you're like, okay, what did the book say?
Yeah.
No, when a person tells you, you pay more attention.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of how it works, at least for me. When people talk to you, you pay more attention than just reading it in a book.
True.
Or at least that's the way I work.
Okay.
I just prefer when somebody tells me something than reading it in a book, and I just work different that way.
Yeah.
It gets on my head faster, I guess.
Yeah. So, yeah, things are happening.
So, yeah, that whole flight school thing, it looks like it's no longer a dream.
Yeah.
It's turning real.
Yeah, it's turning real.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I don't fuck it up. I'm gonna go full tryhard mode on that.
Well, I think you'll be fine. It's something you're obviously passionate about. For as long as I've known you, you've been passionate about planes.
What's the plane again?
Ha! You're funny. So I think it's gonna go well. At least I hope so. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think this month we spent some time with the sisters and brother-in-laws and nephews. It was all right.
Yeah, just hanging out with the family.
Yeah, just I think we met them like once for lunch or twice for lunch in different locations, and then we went over to one of the houses last weekend and hanged out.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
And had some leftover ribs and brisket. That was good.
And pizza.
And hanged out with the nephews while they were just running around
screaming,
not listening to anybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're so spoiled. They are so freaking spoiled, but. That's their parents. That's
on them.
Exactly. I just wish they wouldn't spoil them as much. But,
yeah, I agree.
But
besides that, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just hanging out with the family.
Yeah, it was good. Good times. And we may do some more of that this weekend. Because I did happen to see my sister yesterday when I went to the dentist office. Because she was my dentist... Well, yesterday. They rotate back and forth between which one I see, depending on their schedule and appointments. But.
While JB was doing that, I was just playing customs with Kane.
Oh, yeah, you and Kane were playing customs. Yeah, that's a good segue because we're going to talk video games now. So, how did customs go? Because I came back in like
it was buggy. It was good, but it was buggy, and that also doesn't help. That sometimes I would get screwed over because of connection.
Yeah.
Because Kane's all the way over there
in the UK.
Yeah, and I have to deal with 200 ping. I guess it's also how he feels whenever we're playing all together.
Yeah.
But then he's like all the way over there, so he has like 200 ping as well.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's on good connections because we're all here in the U.S. or close to the U.S. and he's like all the way over there.
Okay.
So yeah, connections kind of screwed me over sometimes because I was like, okay, good, and then it's like connection interrupted, and then I would fucking go down.
That sucks.
And it's like, oh my god, I'm down. And it's like, well,
no.
It's not my fault. It's like the game just stuttered.
Yeah.
It's like, because there was this lag spike all of a sudden where everything was just like, okay, I'm like 150 ping right now, and that's okay. But then like it went to like 500, like 400 ping.
Yeah.
And then the game stuttered and it got me killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, the Bus Depot beta is pretty good. I hate the round change effect. Okay. The round change sound. I don't like it. It's too over dramatic for what's gonna happen. And the guns are pretty good, and at least the ones I used. But I mean, it's just Cold War, Modern Warfare guns.
Yeah.
I do hate that my ray gun Mark II got eaten alive and turned into a MP40 Nazi gun.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like my alien gun. It's like, okay, here you go, to master your weapon. So I pack a bunch in normally, and then you have to spend 20k to master your weapon. And it turned my ray gun Mark II, which I love the sound of, and it turned it into a Nazi gun. It's just like, well, this is not mastering my weapon. You just nerfed me, and I lost my money.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a bug or if that's intentional.
Yeah.
But King was fucking laughing.
Yeah.
And, like, besides that, I mean, I got an LMG, the Stoner.
Yeah.
And it turned into the Halo, which was amazing.
Okay.
I love that gun because it has, like, so much ammo. It's like 1,000 ammo.
Yeah.
It's insane. And it does a lot of damage, so it's good. But overall, the map was good. It's just a little buggy. Tiny. It's a beta, so that's to be expected.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of people that have been working on that. It's not like a big...
I think it's one dude.
One dude, yeah. But it's not like a studio's building these. These are fan-made.
I think it's just one dude with Patreon.
Yeah.
But, yeah, these are all fan-made because, it's like I said, it's customs. Yeah. And it's not the developers
working on it. 3, right?
Yeah, Cop Ops, free.
Okay.
Just for Black Ops for PC.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just playing customs, and it was fun. And then we played Town Reimagined because it's part of Transit. Because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for Transit Remastered.
Okay.
Because I love Transit. But it was fun playing Bus Depot without the lava and without the fog. It was a different experience, and I kind of liked it.
Okay.
So the colors were nice. It was good, nice to look at. It wasn't like a gray mess.
Okay.
It's gray everywhere. I mean, it makes sense. The Earth is destroyed.
Yeah. And
there's craters everywhere and smoke everywhere, so it does make sense that there's fog, but still, like, gray, you know? But, yeah, I mean, playing customs was fun.
All right, so what else happened in February, gaming-wise? Well, some couples, they go to five-star dinners for Valentine's, or they go watch a movie, go walk on the beach, chocolates, candies. What did we do for Valentine's?
We hugged the gator.
Yes.
We went to hug the gator.
Yep.
So, yeah, I want to hug that gator. Or yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after beating Snoop Game,
Yeah.
some people in chat were telling me, hey, are you guys going to play the new game that's going to come out by the same creators as I Want to Hug That Gator? And it's in the same universe as New Game. It's like, sure. We'll try it out if it's any good. And then, we wanted to play it. Well, at least I wanted to play it. Yeah. Because I saw the trailer, and it did look interesting. And I love the characters. I really do. Like, no, not most of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Like, even the ones that are hateable are really hateable, and the ones that are, like, likable, I love them.
Yeah.
But, it's been a really fun experience. I don't know. I have fun voicing some characters, and Jimmy has fun voicing some characters.
Yeah.
Especially my favorite character, which is Mr. Radican.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say the names of the characters because if you guys want to see what happens in the game, you guys can go see it in the video.
Yeah, it's over on Riley's channel. She has a playlist.
Yeah. So, if you guys care about that, it's going to be right there.
It's a read-along game where you
it's
get
a visual novel.
Yeah, and you get to make some choices that affect the game, and there are different endings.
Yeah, there's 4 endings.
Yeah.
Just like Snoop Game.
Yeah.
But, gee, I wonder what's going to be like if you go for, like, super happy ending. Yeah. I wonder what's going to be, like, the worst ending for Olivia. Like, what happens to her?
See, that's the thing. Like, I think we're trying just to get the
most happy ending.
Or the most genuine ending that we can get based off of the choices we've made.
But the thing is that with choices that we made, we do them with what we would do.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be like, okay, well, we're just going to do this because it's the best option. No.
Yeah.
It's genuinely what we do.
Yeah, we're just...
Like if we saw this situation, this is what we would do.
Yeah.
So that's the scenario that we're going. We're not going, okay, this is the best one, so we're going to get this one now.
Yeah.
No, not like that. That's fake.
Yeah, I agree. And I gotta be honest, I've really enjoyed voicing the characters from Snoop Game to I Want to Hug That Gator. Now, sometimes do I screw up the lines? Sometimes do I forget like how to properly voice a character once I've got a voice for a character because we go several days between streaming each part sometimes. But other than that, I've enjoyed, I guess dabbling in some voice acting or some amateur voice acting.
Mm-hmm. You're doing pretty good.
Well, thank you.
Especially Idaken. I love your voice for Idaken.
I did enjoy playing Idaken, so that was cool.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Well, wise.
Yeah, I did like. Let's see, who did I like playing in Snoop Game?
Reed and Fang.
Y'all liked Fang, I
only like Fang.
I kept trying to go like
oh my god,
well,
GB,
like the reason.
stop.
Okay, so Riley mostly voices the main character and all the female characters. So Anon in Snoop Game, Inko, and I Want to Hug That Gator. Even though they're both male, they're the main characters, so she voices them. But she would also voice most of the female characters, but there was one exception in Snoop Game. Well, in part 2. In part 1, you did it all. But in part 2, you decided, no, I want GB to come in here and voice some stuff, too, to make it smoother for you.
And come on, you have to make people enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was Bounty's idea, so Bounty,
it's
all his fault. But she decided, since Fang was technically at the time non-binary, that I would voice Fang.
Well, it's because they look like a girl.
Yeah.
And see, you would come up with the voice of the dude. So they would combine both.
Yeah, well, she is.
And bam.
Well, biologically, Fang is female.
Uh-huh.
But she identified at the beginning of the game as non-binary.
Boom.
And so I came up with some sort of, I guess, California Valley girl talk.
Oh, it was
like,
perfect.
Oh my god.
It was perfect.
Like, oh my god, Anon, you're such a dweeb.
Yeah.
So that was my Fang. But it's not, like, my favorite. But, yeah, I've enjoyed voicing both Snoop Game as well as I Want to Hug That Gator. And the story is really good.
I like
for
the
both
story.
Games, surprisingly good.
They are really good.
Yeah. It really developed an emotional attachment to these characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say another thing. They're both set in high school. And they have brought back some memories from high school that I wish I kept buried. Because my high school wasn't the best. I mean, there were some good moments.
Well, mine kind of sucked too.
Yeah, so I hate it when shit like that happens. When you're enjoying something set in a time period that you can relate to. And then all of a sudden, all these memories you once had buried just start trickling back up, and you're like, go away.
Because you start remembering. It's like, hey, I remember when this part of my life happened.
Yeah, well, that sucked. Yeah, why did I do that? That was stupid. I wish I could just move those over to the delete file,
Yeah.
But no.
But the characters hanging out and everybody being together, I love it.
Yeah.
Like, they're all so good. Like, I love all of them. And the ones that are hateable, you hate them because of the right reasons.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, just saying.
Yeah, but Snoot Game is free to download.
Mm-hmm.
But I Want to Hug That Gator's $15. But if you love Snoot Game, I think that the $15 towards the same creator is well worth it. So, and I think most people feel the same way.
Yeah, it's gotten nothing but good positive reviews.
Yeah,
it's a really good game.
Yeah,
and I love the story. I love the characters. I love the music. And when something emotional does happen, it does get emotional.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah.
And overall, it's a really good time.
I agree.
Honestly, it kind of surprised me how good it was. I think it's better than Snoot Game in some areas.
I think the creator took Snoot Game and saw the things that worked for them and the things that didn't work. Mm-hmm. And he does kind of replicate some stuff because I do see similarities between the two games, but there's also enough differences. You can tell that I Want to Hug That Gator's a lot more polished in a lot of ways. There's more animation. Like the phone looks way better in I Want to Hug That Gator whenever you pull up the phone. And I think the characters have been written better. But the characters are still decent in Snoot Game. And there's a lot more like art in
Gator,
yeah. But yeah, definitely well worth the $15, especially if you're into a game like that.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad to see indie games are really starting to take off right now.
Well, that's because the norm nowadays for AAA are live service games where you have to sink your wallet into it.
And players are finally getting tired of it. They're getting fed up with being disappointed by these trash AAA games or quadruple A games.
Yeah. That's also another thing you could throw in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot to include that. But anyways, so stay on the topic real quick. Did you start Power World like last month? I think.
No, it was like at the beginning of this month.
Okay, so that's another example. Another indie developer that made an amazing game that's given Pokemon a run for its money.
A huge run for its money. I think it has like 25 million,
copies.
purchases now. Yeah. So it's gotten at it. It's like blown. Away people. It's a really good game.
Yeah.
I just wish it was on PlayStation.
It might be eventually.
Yeah.
So.
But whenever it is, I'm gonna start playing it again.
Yeah.
Because I already got everything I wanted.
Yeah.
In Power World. I mean, I haven't gotten to the legendaries yet. I'm like level 45.
Yeah.
Or 46.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just playing other games right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that I'm bored of it. It's just that I'm playing Festival now.
Yeah.
And I'm playing a bunch of other games as well. So.
Yeah, but. You've grown to really enjoy Power World, and
it's a good game.
Yeah,
I like it.
It was so weird because I saw people promoting it, and I had a feeling that you'd like it because it was basically like people were calling it basically Pokemon with guns, and I thought to myself, you know what? I think Riley might actually like this game because she loves Pokemon, but she's been very disappointed in the last several Pokemon games.
The last one I really enjoyed was Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Okay,
that's the last one. That was like 2018 on their 3DS.
All right.
That's the last one. It's just besides that, I mean, Brilliant Diamond and Pearl was Arceus was ugh.
Yeah.
And Scarlet and Violet are oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, people are saying they've gotten good now, but I've seen it and compared to Power World, this ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, and the thing about Power World is it's still early access, so they still have plans. They've even put out a roadmap a few weeks ago talking about what they're going to do with that game. And they've already built up a loyal community. They've got people making memes about it and videos about it of all the different characters.
Even inappropriate ones.
Yeah. It's weird because there's wholesome characters, like the one that walks.
What? The one that walks. There's a lot of them that walk.
No, the one that you really like, the blue one, the salamander-looking one, or... it's the one with that song.
Oh, Chile.
Chile, yeah, Chile.
I love Chile.
Like that one you see very wholesome videos about. Yeah. But then Lavender, you see
Lavender, and it's like, oh my god,
very inappropriate stuff.
It's Lavander, GB. It's
what?
Like, no, it's not the way you pronounce it. It's Lavander. It's what you expect from her.
Oh yeah.
You expect porn or very sexual very sexual stuff from her. It's Lavender.
It just goes so many different directions.
Well, that's Lavender for you.
Yeah.
Just bringing out the best in people.
Yeah.
Just like Salazzle in Pokemon, or Gardevoir, or Lucario, or any other.
Yeah. So I'm sure that once they either move over to PS5 as well, or they come out with like a major update for Xbox that adds more content and fixes, because there's issues. We talked about it.
I keep falling for the map. That's something that sucks.
Yeah, I hope they address that. But we did do a video about that, a few weeks ago?
Yeah, a month ago already, probably.
Yeah, it's been a quick.
So I got a question.
What?
If they do add Pal World to PlayStation, would you play it with me?
I'll think about it. I only played it a little bit on Xbox because we're using my Xbox account. We just have separate, like, I guess you could say sub-accounts. Mm-hmm. And from what little I played of it, I could see myself kind of getting into it a little bit more. But I guess if we were both playing on PlayStation and we had like our own little team together, then yeah, I could probably do it.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be my main thing, but I see potential, and I can see why people like it.
It's good. I mean, it could be the version of Pokemon that you finally wanted to get into.
Yeah.
If Pokemon had guns, I would play it. Something like that.
Yeah. All right, so what else gaming-wise is happening? Oh, yeah, a game I've been playing that was part of my childhood. Dark Forces Remaster came out yesterday. Well, Wednesday. Yeah. Was it Wednesday or... It came out this week.
It came out yesterday.
Yeah, and Night Dive Studio has been doing several really good remasters over the years, and this is their latest remaster, and I absolutely loved Dark Forces back in the day on my old PC back in the 90s when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, this phone is way more powerful than my ancient, like, PC from back in the day. That's so crazy.
That's technology for you.
It was a big PC too. It was like the monitor was like flat white box.
Yeah, I know. Like the big ass box that weighs like 100 pounds.
And the tower was larger than the Xbox Series X tower. You think this is big? You think this is an eyesore?
Just you wait until you see the square box TV.
I know, right?
That was just heavier than God knows.
But I spent tons of hours playing through like Star Wars TIE Fighter. I hope they eventually remaster TIE Fighter, and well, maybe X-Wing as well. And then another game from LucasArts, Outlaws. I'd love to see a remaster of Outlaws, but I'm having a blast literally playing through Dark Forces Remaster again. So I'm continuing that Let's Play. In fact, I put up episode 2 prior to us recording the vlog, and I'm going to put up episode 3 of Dark Forces Remaster probably Friday on my channel.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, once again, credit to Night Dive. Great job with remaster. See, that's a remaster done right. And then, coming a few weeks from now, another Star Wars game we're excited about. Battlefront Classic Collection.
Yeah. I was going to make a joke.
Okay, go for it.
You know what? No, I was going to do it before you jumped into it.
Sorry.
I was going to be like, you know what I hope they remaster?
What?
Battlefront 2.
Well, good news!
Yep, it's being remastered. I was going to go do that, but you announced it. My joke got ruined. Well. Anyways. What was it? Okay, so yeah, they're remastering 1 and 2.
Yep.
Never played 1. Like, I've never played it. It's just, that's just the truth.
I think a lot of people that played those games probably remember 2 more than 1.
I saw it on GameStop, like, back in, like, 2006 or 7.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to go get it. And then I never got around to it because,
2 is definitely better.
Yeah, so I never got around to it. But then, I got 2 first.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, okay, let's play 1. And I never got around to buying it. But now they're being both remastered. Now, from what I remember from 2, I enjoyed the hell out of that game. Yeah. I literally played it until the disc stopped working. I did a shit ton of Galactic Conquest with all the teams. CIS.
Same.
Yeah.
I love Galactic Conquest.
I just spent all my time just playing Galactic Conquest. All 4 teams. I would say the worst team for me was probably the Rebels. I just, You
didn't like them as much?
Nah, I'd rather play as the Stormtroopers or the clones or even the CIS. They were just boring to me.
No. See, I feel that way about the droids. That's my least favorite.
The CIS?
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's because the CIS had some good ones. Like they had like the Super Battle Droids and the Droidicas. Yeah. And they were just good. And I guess in multiplayer, they can kind of be spammed or abused because of their small hitbox. They're very, very small. Yeah. So, yeah. Or I abused the vehicles. I love the vehicles. Yeah. And it was just fun. Then you had Galactic Conquest. You had Assault with all the heroes, like in Tatooine and Mos Eisley.
Yeah, and they're adding more maps for that.
Yeah, which is great. I've seen a couple of shots already, and the new heroes like Kid Fisto.
Apparently, those originally were mods, and there's some controversy around that right now. Like those were put into the original Battlefront 2 by a modder from back in the day, and I hope that they get credit for that, because that would be pretty.
If they took them and they just say, oh well, we took them and they're official now.
That'd be pretty scummy.
Yeah, but still, besides that, I still can't wait to play it.
And the 501st campaign.
Oh, the 501st campaign with the first mission on Gator.
Oh yeah, I love that.
And you just made the Chancellor a very happy man.
Yeah.
And then you beat the mission, and then Felicia.
Yep.
I think that's the name of the planet, Felicia.
Yeah. And, like after I'm done with Dark Forces Let's Play, I don't know if I'll be done with it prior to the Battlefront Classic Collection coming out, but that's going to be a future Let's Plays.
The 501st?
Yeah.
I love the narration of that game.
Yeah.
Then you have, I love how all the cutscenes are just gameplay made into a cutscene.
Yeah.
Which...
It works.
Yeah. And I love the narration. I love the story of it. And I just can't wait. And I just love most of Battlefront 2. It's a very casual game.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now I wonder if we're ever going to play Galactic Conquest, if it's going to be me and GB versus the AI, or me versus GB, which I would love. I would love to see how that goes. And then the space battles.
Yeah.
That's going to be good. It's like, wait a second. Yeah. GB, Riley's on your base.
Get off my ship, woman!
It's like, wait, she already destroyed 80% of it. And so, where are you?
Yeah.
I'm in the ship. I'm just dogfighting.
Yeah. I know how to play it, okay? I know. I've played tons of hours.
It better come back to you.
Oh, yeah, it's come back to
I better see a Battlefront 2 GB sweat. I want to see that.
I put tons of hours into that. I know about landing on ships, and then you can destroy the ships from inside.
From the inside, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm very excited for the collection.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Like,
I can't wait.
Like our friend Pat, a.k.a. The Professional, he's excited about it. Several of our other friends are excited about it. So
that would be cool. Imagine if we did like a 2v2 on Galactic Conquest. You and somebody else versus me and Bounty or something like that.
Yeah, I wonder can we do that in Galactic Conquest?
Back in the day, you could be friends, but I don't know if you can do that now.
Okay, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
If you just take me and somebody else. Like, if you could do split screen back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can do it online now. Like, it's me and you in Galactic Conquest. Maybe you could set a custom match or something.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But we're going to have some fun with that over the next few months.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because I love Battlefront 2. I even have it on my PC.
Yeah.
Like, you remember when you bought it for me?
Oh, yeah.
But it just runs like ass.
Yeah, because it's a laptop, you know.
Yeah. And I just can't get to play it. But, besides that, I mean, I'm excited for it. And I pre-ordered it because it was cheaper.
Yeah, it's only a few bucks cheaper, but might as well.
Hey, any discount, I'll take.
Yeah, I agree.
Discount is a discount.
Yep. Okay, so moving on, a few other games to talk about that we've been playing. You want to talk about Fortnite Festival because you've been really enjoying Fortnite Festival. Now, what is Fortnite Festival for anyone that doesn't know?
It's basically Rock Band or Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I would say
that type of game, but in Fortnite.
It's basically that, yeah. But in order, you just basically buy the songs from the item shop.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're on new or featured, so you get to play them for free for a quick minute.
Yeah.
Until they're gone.
Yep.
But if you want to keep them permanently, you just buy them. They're like $5 a piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say it's fun. But recently they added a new Lady Gaga season before.
That's a new season, yeah, Lady Gaga.
Before the official season 2, because I guess they're just separating like Fortnite Festival seasons with Battle Royale seasons.
Yeah, because Fortnite's more than just the Battle Royale now.
Yeah, it's like now they just had the whole thing of Find It in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Which is just anything at this point.
Yeah, because you have creator modes, which is some of them are really good, some of them are trash. You have the 2 Battle Royales, build and zero build. We prefer zero build.
For obvious reasons.
And then, of course, you still have Save the World, which is your minimum wage job.
I call it minimum wage simulator.
Yeah, because you have the Founders Pack, so you still earn some V-Bucks doing that.
Yeah, thank God. The amount of V-Bucks I've made from like Chapter 3 to now, it's probably enough to at least save me a couple $100.
Yeah, and then you have 2 other modes. That one was extremely popular when it first came out, and we actually played it
What?
Lego Fortnite?
Lego Fortnite, yeah. We played it for like 2 weeks.
It's kind of dead right now, so hopefully some future updates actually brings it back.
Yeah, and
We'll
then
see.
you have Rocket Racing, which is also dead.
Yeah, but I mean, you grew to enjoy Rocket Racing.
I like Rocket Racing.
And so did Red. He likes. I mean, it's not his favorite racing game. It's one of those.
It's their games.
Yeah, like,
But it's fun.
You, him, and Bounty are always fighting for top spot.
Yeah. And then you have Fortnite Festival, which is my favorite mode out of the four.
And you keep telling me that they are actually working on like guitar controllers.
I hope so. I mean, I keep hearing about support, and if I see a guitar, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I'm buying it.
Because that's what I enjoyed playing about Rock Band when one of my sisters lived with me back in Louisiana for like a year after she was out of high school. You know, she wanted a break between high school and college, so she hanged out with me for like a year. And we played Rock Band, and we had the plastic controller.
Yeah, the guitar.
And it's just that illusion. Even though it's not going to help you learn how to play the guitar, I guess it's just that psychological illusion of playing a guitar in a video game that makes it more enjoyable to push the buttons on the guitar instead of just a standard controller.
Yeah. But it's fun.
Yeah.
So whenever that comes out, whenever, I'm buying one.
Okay.
I'm going to make mine pink.
Of course you are.
And I'm going to be like, GB.
I'll be like, no,
what,
I'm not buying one.
GB, come on, let's play Fortnite Festival. No, I don't want.
No, you and Bounty can go play Fortnite Festival.
No, you
good.
play it.
Thank you, I'm good.
You just play it on easy.
No, I don't.
I want you singing.
I'm not as... Like, my response time is not as fast.
I don't care. I just want you
no
playing
one wants to hear me sing except for Fat. Fat,
I do.
You and Fat are the only two that want to hear me sing.
No, and Bounty too. If I tell Bounty, hey, Bounty.
Okay, 3 of you, but that's it. Everyone else
Kane.
is like, please, no, not Kane. No, Kane.
Kane will love to hear you sing.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
No, he wouldn't. Don't lie. Kane would be like, no, please stop, GB, please. But anyways.
You're playing it.
So, yeah, we have a new season of Fortnite Festival for Riley. A new season of, the main Fortnite.
I just hate how in the season of Festival, it's mostly Lady Gaga songs.
Yeah.
I like Applause because I can find it on the Manila Unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
I like that song. Bloody Mary's okay. The other ones, I mean, what is the other one?
Well, you did.
I'm on the edge of glory. That one.
Okay, that I don't.
Yeah.
I'm only familiar with a couple Lady Gaga songs like Poker Face.
It's in the festival pass.
I know.
Do you?
Yes, I know. And I like when that other Lady Gaga song came out with Bad Romance, you were playing the hell out of that.
Well, because there were only like 8 songs.
Yeah.
So I had to repeat the same one over and over again.
Okay.
So yeah, nowadays I haven't played that song ever since Bounty was trolling me with it.
Wow. All right, so yeah, that's happening, and then a new season of Fortnite eventually, and
Which GB's excited for.
No, I'm not.
Why?
It's like going through the motions. It's like I just play with y'all just to play with y'all, and I guess while we're playing, earning XP, with the Battle Pass, because the majority of the stuff in the Battle Pass I'll never touch or never use, or don't even give 2 shits for.
What?
It's true, though. Most people would probably say the same thing I say.
Wow.
Just because it's wow doesn't mean it's not true.
Well, I love the skins. Like, for me. I love Vengeance Jonesy. I love Nisha. I love Valeria. I love the Tiger.
There's quite a few skins that you haven't liked in previous Battle Passes, though.
Well, yeah, but there's always 1 or 2 that I do like.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like the Wild Season, right?
Okay.
I hated every single skin except for Era.
Okay.
Like, I loved Era.
Yeah.
She's not my favorite skin, but I like her.
Yeah.
So, there's always 1 skin, at least.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. But, anyways, I mean, that's my main thing for playing. I only really play Fortnite is to play with you all and other friends that we hang out with in PlayStation Party Chat.
Okay.
That's not a real reason. Other than that, I'm usually playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 and building a park and trying to keep dinosaurs happy or not dying or breaking out of their fences, killing tourists.
Right.
Because I've grown to really enjoy playing that on the side. Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun game. And even if you never buy any of the packs or anything, just the base game is still good enough in my opinion.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should get a Baryonyx and name it Olivia.
I do have a Baron. No, on one of my other parks, like, is it... Because my big park is Jurassic Arizona, and then my smaller park is UK Jurassic, which is United Kingdom. But I have a new park that I've been building because it's part of the challenge, where you have to do these challenges that keep it interesting. Jurassic California, and I haven't gotten a Baryonyx for that yet. But
you should name it Olivia.
maybe I will. because that's what she is.
Yeah.
But anyways, other games I've been playing. Oh yeah, I'm still playing through Red Dead Redemption 2 5 years later. That playthrough is continuing on Sundays on my channel.
What part are you in?
I am at the beginning of Chapter 4.
Okay.
Yeah, the Braithwaite Manor burned to the ground, and most of the Braithwaites are dead. And now we're working for a very legitimate businessman in Saint Denis.
Oh,
yeah.
Him.
Yeah, Signor Bronte. Very reputable, very upstanding citizen.
We love that guy.
Yeah. He came over here from Italy, the old country. Just trying to make a better life for himself. Nothing shady about him at all. Nothing wrong about Mr. Bronte.
He's a good guy.
If you say anything bad about Don Bronte, you're going for a swim in the Lanahatchee.
Wow. Does he talk about Capitali all the time?
No, his lieutenant does a year prior. And it's funny because his lieutenant eventually becomes the head of the crime family in the future. So.
Right.
But, yeah, bad memories. Thank you for bringing up the last update to Red Dead Online. Very much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Anyways, so other stuff Riley's been playing. She mentioned some Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, it's back and forth. Going through it. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll play it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I play it now.
Okay. That's how we opened by talking about the sweats and the TTVs.
It's a love-hate relationship with that game.
Yeah.
And now with skill-based matchmaking, I'm forcing myself to do bad every once in a while. Yeah. Like, sometimes there are matches where I just, hit a survivor.
Yeah.
And then after I hit the survivor, I just go to the corner and look at my phone. And just okay, are you guys done? Okay, good. Now I suck. Now I can play against actual normal people now. And it's just, I hate going against wet, so every once in a while, I nerf myself on purpose.
Yeah.
I guess that you could say the same thing on COD.
Yeah.
Because of skill-based matchmaking on COD.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll just, if I play COD or Modern Warfare 2, or whenever,
yeah.
I'll just go a match where I'll just go, 3 and 24.
Yeah.
And I'll just do, really bad. And then the next match will be a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah.
And it's not that I want to go against disabled people. It's just that I want to go against people who are not, booty sliding or jump shotting or being a bunny every 2 seconds. Just point and shoot. What happened to pointing and shooting?
Yeah.
Now you have people sliding on their booties like it's a fucking strip club.
Yeah.
It's just moving around. It's ooh, look at me dancing. Look at me moving. Oh my god, isn't this nice? Doesn't this look good?
That's lovely.
Yeah, and then you have all their anime skins, so they do look like a fucking stripper. So it just makes you wonder, what are we playing?
Yeah. I will say one thing. I did see an image of Michonne, and they did a good job of Michonne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
They put Rick and Michonne on opposite teams.
Really?
So they can shoot at each other.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I know. You would think they would be on the same team. But,
exactly.
But
that's
no,
so stupid.
One of them is on the enemy team and one of them is on the friendly team. So I guess the reason they did that is so that you have the chance to play on as both of them.
That is so stupid.
But it's still if you play on one team, you can play as Rick. If you're on the other team, you can play as Michonne. But
that is dumb.
But if you put them on the same team, it would make more sense lore-wise.
They've always been on the same side.
I know.
Even before they became a couple, they ended up having. It started off a little bit uneasy, but I think it was Carl that kind of brought them together.
I know that, but I know the reason why they did it. So you can play as both
reasons.
of them. So you can play as both of them.
Okay, whatever.
But
that's silly.
It is silly. It's stupid. But yeah, what else?
Well, Overwatch. Speaking of skins.
Yeah, I'm almost done with the overporn. Yeah, I'm level 64 out of 80. But yeah, usually what I do is just play and then finish the battle pass. Because it's not that hard.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is play for a week or two and you complete this freaking thing. Super quick.
Yeah.
Because I think if I'm not mistaken, if you just do the weeklies and the dailies every day, you could complete the battle pass in a week and a half.
Wow.
Or 2. And it's just it's super easy. And maybe if you play 5 matches a day.
Yeah.
And then that's it. That's what, an hour?
Something like that.
5 matches a day is an hour of Overwatch.
Huh.
So if you just play 5 hours, 5 hours a day. No, 5 matches a day, and then you just did it for a week and a half. That's it. You finish the battle pass just like that, and then you can take the rest of the month off for till the next season, whenever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm almost done with it. I'm level 64. I just gotta play the game for maybe 3-4 more days. Get them more mythic skin, and that's it. Done.
Oh, done. Just like the vlog.
But yeah, I think that's it for Overporn.
Yeah.
And pretty much the block, I think, right?
We covered everything we wrote down, and maybe one or two things that we just mentioned.
I guess the one thing you could mention that you didn't write is Skull and Bones.
Oh, yeah, Skull and Bones. Yeah, okay, I guess we're going to wrap that up real quick. So, Skull and Bones finally came out a decade later after Black Flag. It was supposed to be a sequel to Black Flag, a multiplayer, but it had been in development hell for the longest time, and it finally came out because, well, Ubisoft took money from the Singapore government, and they were required legally to come out with an IP.
Basically, it came out because they had to come out.
Yeah, it had to come out. And they I think at the end of the day, they estimate nearly $200 million have been sank into Skull and Bones, pun intended. Look, the open beta, some of us enjoyed. Kane, myself, and Bounty, we enjoyed playing the open beta for what it is. We enjoyed playing the 8-hour demo for what it is. But are we going to pay $70 for that game?
Hell yeah.
No!
Aww.
We're not. So yeah, I did a video about that the other day. That video got a few views, one or two, or maybe a few thousand views.
Yeah.
But no, it's not worth $70, Ubisoft. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you would buy it if it was what much?
30, 40. Somewhere in that ballpark, I would consider it because we did have fun doing the ship stuff. It should have been way more. Like, I don't understand how hard it was to come up with the concept of you had the original idea of Black Flag, but multiplayer.
Right. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until Sea of Thieves comes out on PlayStation.
Yeah, that's gonna be worth getting because obviously Xbox has already said they've already announced that they're gonna be porting games over from Xbox to PlayStation, including Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush, which I enjoyed playing Hi-Fi Rush. That was a fun game. You still haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a rhythm game similar to. It's kind of like Rock Band, Guitar Hero, and Festival, except for it's fighting, anime style. So maybe now's your chance to play it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Part of me is just like, I want to play it.
Because it is a timing thing. If you time it right, then you get...
I know, but it's just part of me just kind of lost interest. It's like, okay, well, it was fun, but... it just kind of went away over time.
Yeah, but I enjoyed playing it, even if there were some salty moments.
But you beat it?
I did beat it.
So what do you think of it?
I liked it, even though like my timing sucks. I'll admit that. But I think you would do way better than me because your timing is way better. So I think you would have more of a blast playing Hi-Fi Rush than I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. And one of the characters is voiced by an actress you like.
Erika Lindbeck. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she voices one of the important characters in the game. So, yeah, maybe eventually you'll decide, I'm going to try Hi-Fi Rush. But, yeah, Sea of Thieves is supposed to be coming to PlayStation eventually as well. And I hope that I can transfer over my Sea of Thieves account from Xbox to PlayStation. I should be able to because Kane made a good point that if you have Xbox or PC, you should have the game on the other one as well. And that's the way it's always been. So I theoretically could play on PC and Xbox already with the same account. So by extension, Rare, I should be able to transfer over my Sea of Thieves character.
Oh, here's hoping.
Because I have
have you sunk a lot of money into it?
No, I haven't, but time. I got some gold that I've earned. Mm-hmm. I've got some drip, and for the record, I like the pirate I created. Well, I didn't create it because it's RNG, because you have to rotate. Like you rotate through these different random pirates, and then eventually you find one you like, and you pick that one to be your character.
Okay.
That part I've never liked about Sea of Thieves. Like a standard character creator is always the way to go, Mm-hmm. But it's just RNG, so you have to keep re-rolling it until you finally find a character that you like, and you're like, okay,
I like this one. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take this one, I guess.
Wow.
But it took me a quick minute to find one that I was like, okay, I'm happy with her. Boom. And I've been stuck with her ever since. And it's just been a quick minute since I played. But I'd love to go back to Sea of Thieves. See, that's what people wanted. They wanted a more mature version of Sea of Thieves where you had the boat, but you also had the ability to go... Like, you can't go on some islands in Skull and Bones, but it's very limited. But we wanted to be pirates. We wanted to swashbuckle, sword fighting. Muskets, flintlock pistols, actually boarding ships and fighting on enemy ships,
Right. I just want to have that intense moment of you and me and maybe someone else fighting the Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken, the Megalodon, ghost ships. I mean, they've added so much to Sea of Thieves since they first launched the game.
I want to see that. Like, I want to be in that moment.
That's amazing.
Or then we can just replicate Captain Lock. Just replicate that meme. King can be the one screaming or something.
But it has the best ocean mechanics in video games today.
I want to see the Red Sea.
Oh, it's creepy once you get out to the far edge of the map and it all turns dark and the sea turns blood red and ominous music comes warning you to turn around, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, your ship sinks and then you die. And if you go in the water, there's sharks in the water and you better get back in the boat or they'll get you.
But they'll get you anyways because you're gonna sink.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about in the regular water. But it's such an amazing game, and yeah, I mean the characters are kind of cartoony looking.
Well,
it's meant to be for everyone, so they kind of went that route Rare did. But to be fair, a lot of Rare games are like that, except for I'd say GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Most of the other games have been kind of friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not Conker's.
Conker's Back Friday.
Yeah, that's kind of an exception.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skull and Bones, for what it was, I liked it, but I'm not gonna pay $70 for it. And if it ever has a deep discount, or if it's ever free on PlayStation Plus, I'll definitely pick it up.
Okay,
but
I might pick it up too. I'll put it in the library.
Yeah, if it's free.
Yeah.
But I picked up Jurassic World Evolution 2 months ago for free, and I'm finally now playing it, and I've been enjoying it.
There you go.
It's not perfect, but I'm really really enjoying playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the team behind these games, Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2. Obviously Jurassic Park World fans, and they put a lot of love into it.
Right. Look at this.
Yeah, it's the USS Alabama.
Bam. So I guess we're no longer in Florida. Or maybe.
Maybe we're crossing over in Alabama. But yeah,
I
love museum ships. They're amazing. Like when I lived in Baton Rouge, the USS Kidd, which is a World War II destroyer, is a museum down there. Like the USS Texas is like off the coast of Texas, not too far from Houston and I think Beaumont, and I think they're like refurbishing it right now.
What?
Like the USS Texas,
USS Alexis Texas.
Well, the USS Texas was a World War I battleship that actually served in World War II. And there's aircraft carriers, air museum ships. There's so many cool museum ships. I would love to go see more museum ships because I love history and I love ships. That's a nice way to...
Well, one museum we can watch is the one in Marble Falls. I mean, we were meant to go there.
The air... Yeah, the air museum. Yeah, there's an air museum there. And there's also an air museum down in San Marcos at the airport that you're going to be at.
Yeah, you're right.
So we could go to that one, too.
Yep.
Yeah, so there we go. There's some stuff to go check out one day, hopefully. But anyways, I guess...
that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. I think we talked about everything and some extra stuff, too.
Yay.
And, I guess February went okay. So far, 2024, it's
been eventful.
Yeah.
It's like a 7.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the election. I think it's going to get nasty.
That's going to be at the very end, though.
Yeah, but... I mean, it's still... we're in the middle of the primaries, and I'm covering it on my political
The only thing that I really hate now that it's 2024 is that... Basically, you're gonna see nothing but political ads on your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
on YouTube channels.
Oh yeah, I mean that happens every election year, especially presidential.
I know, I hate it. It's like, well, vote for me, and this is this from this and this. That that this and this happens if you don't vote for me right now.
Yeah, well, it's gonna get really bad. Like once the Republicans nominate Trump and once the Democrats officially nominate Biden in the summer, and they start there's going to be like 3 debates between them. One of those debates actually is going to be south of us in San Marcos. I'm sure I couldn't get a ticket now to go to it because it's probably already sold out. But, I'll watch them on TV, then I'll review them on my other channel.
That reminds me, I wonder who's going to be the governor this time on PR. Because that also happens this year, I think. Well, it's like every 4 years.
Well, hopefully they actually elect somebody decent.
Yeah, right.
Well, Puerto Rico definitely needs some help in that department.
There's too many idiots.
Well, most states and most countries have too many idiots running the place. We're no exception because I'm not exactly excited about the options that we're going to have on Election Day in 2024. But anyways, we head off into March now. And I guess the next leap year vlog will be in 4 years from now. Hopefully, we're all still around and able to do this 4 years from now. No promises, but that's 2028.
Yep.
So, even if we do another, February vlog next year, it won't be on Leap Day.
Nope.
So, that's interesting. But anyways, I think we better wrap this one up. So, yeah, thanks again to everyone that has watched the vlogs with us. And, I hope you guys are enjoying our vlog series every month. And I'm sorry we stopped putting other content on this channel. I guess we just got focused with other things. And we kind of experimented, dabbled, but you know how sometimes things don't work out.
Yeah. It's just, it really depends. Sometimes we're just doing IRL stuff, or we're just
Yeah.
not in the mood, or...
Yeah, we kind of got tired of doing TV movie reviews. And I think we decided that if there's ever a TV show or movie we each want to review, depending on the interest, if it's something that interests you,
If it's like really high.
you'll review it on your channel, and then I would review whatever interests me on my channel.
Right.
And maybe one of us would be riding shotgun if it was a mutual interest, but if not, it would just be like a solo thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like me and Snook game, and
Yeah.
or you and whatever other game.
Yeah, exactly. Or like when I'm talking about like movies or TV
I know.
shows.
Like, I don't think I've ever discussed a movie on my channel, have I?
Yeah, you have.
Which
Five
one?
Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah, but I mean in the future.
Right.
But I mean there might be future specials we do on this channel, but I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
But at the very least, hopefully, we will be back in a month from now for the March 2024 vlog.
Bye bye.